Well, good afternoon. Just turned to 12:01. I didn't think I'd be back so fast, but I just saw something on I don't know if you like the guy or not. It really doesn't matter, but he just put on some videos that he got. And you got to get on the internet and search these out, not his videos, because if you don't believe him, you won't believe the video. Just Google it and look at it yourself. Freaking Pelosi never took that shot. They showed it on TV when she took it. But when you look at what happened, he put a thing on her arm to penetrate the needle from going in, and then there was a little cap on the end. There's no way. And then it looks like she took that shot, but she never took it. Why? Why are they saying it's really, and they won't do it? Now, another healthcare worker on the front lines. I don't know who she was or how she was allowed to get away with it, but she did the same thing. Look, when you put the needle in, how do I do this? Okay, see my thumb? That would be pushing the plunger in, right? Well, inside the needle itself, I mean the part that holds the drug is like the plunger. You could see the black line of the plunger, which will go down and push everything in as he pushes his thumb in. Let's see. This is how he did it. He pushes it in, and you could see on this healthcare worker that it didn't even put it in her skin. And when he goes like this, that's how he goes, and the plunger never moved. Why are they faking these people taking shots? It's to get more people to do it. Now I believe with all my heart what I heard a few months ago, that's true, that people laughed at me. Good, go ahead. I'll never take this shot, and I'm going to tell you why. I saw a man who secretly videotaped a guy that couldn't have been 25 years old, almost a freaking kid. He was given the lecture. This guy was probably halfway up. It was like stadium seating. It was like halfway up. You could hear them, the kid, I'll call him, nice and clear, and a good picture of him. He was very careful as he videotaped it. And I'm going to paraphrase because it was 3 months ago, and I can't remember word for word, but I'm going to tell you what he said. Oh, those Christians, they've always been like troublemakers, and they're always about, we need to stop them. In the shot, the vaccine is some sort of substance that they've figured out how to make that they're going to put in this shot. Now, what this does, its sole purpose, that little bit of juice, whatever it is, that's with the vaccine, not only does the vaccine change your DNA, I don't know why they got to do that to make you more susceptible to whatever they want you do it. I don't know. But that other stuff that is for Christians, well, everybody's going to have it. It will be in every shot. What it does, there's a little part in the back of your brain, very small, inside your brain. That's the Jesus cell or the Jesus, whatever you call it. That's the area that you believe in Jesus Christ. It allows you to believe in Jesus Christ and your faith. Well, what this little bit of stuff does is kill that spot. Now, you could be a Billy Graham. You take this shot later on, huh? Jerk? I don't want to go there. God, whatever. That's what it makes you do because you don't believe anymore. Now, what I was just saying down on Facebook, those people who took that shot for the vaccine to make sure that they wouldn't get it, but it did that to the brain and they're Christians, I still think they'll go to heaven because that was not their fault. That was not their fault because they didn't know. Because if they know, they wouldn't have taken it, right? I'm not. And I got severe COPD. I'm not taking it. And now there's a severe strain coming. They said it's in southern part of I can't remember, England or something. It just makes it transmit even easier and faster. Now, what it is, folks, is the mask is a bunch of freaking hooey. You know it and I know it. 85% of all people that catch this disease has been wearing masks. So big deal. We already knew that. What did they say in the beginning? The only mask that we can think of that will be absolutely perfect to block this virus is the N95 mask. So I bought them. Now you can't get them for nothing. Later on, probably 2 or 3 months, just wear anything off your bed. Who cares? Just cover your face. You'll be fine. No, you won't. The reason why they say that is because 90-some odd percent of the people who catch it, especially if it's children, they don't even know they got it. Some may get the sniffles, a runny nose, a cold. I still think I had it. Sore throat and hurting down here. But see, the Lord took care of me. I already know that. You can laugh. Don't matter to me. It ain't going to hurt my faith. I'm not going to lose my faith over you. But you really need to think before you get stuck with that thing. I'm starting to think, are they going to try to do that with other shots? But what this is doing, folks, it's leading masks. They say, oh, masks are in bad. Yeah, they are. You're sucking back in the same carbon monoxide you're trying to blow out. You're going to suffer all kinds of problems later. You wait and see. You may not die of the COVID-19. You may not die of anything else, but you'll die from what's breathing that carbon monoxide back in. You're going to die of something else caused by wearing that freaking mask. What's that going to do? It's going to lead to this shot. And in places they're saying, hey, we issue a card. If you don't have this card, you ain't coming in this food store. You're not coming into Walmart. What do you think of what's going to happen then? This shot's going to dumb you down so much. What's next? Now it's number 3. Mark of the beast. But by then, the Christians will be gone. But you guys that are left behind who has taken that shot, you'll take it. Because they'll tell you ain't going to be able to go into the stores. Just like the Bible says, you won't be able to buy, sell, or anything. Hey, Devin, I was on earlier, and then Canada, I love you, Canada. I love Canadians. I do. I absolutely do. People can say whatever they want, just like they say about Americans. But I love Canadians. I've met many of them, many, and each one of them to me have been absolutely awesome to me. If anything ever happened to Canada, we'll say, God forbid, invading, I'll be the first one, even with COPD, with the biggest rifle, with the biggest rounds and the most rounds headed to protect the Canadian people. And I would do it too. All right. Well, listen, I wanted to tell you about what I heard about these shots. I wanted you to look up. When I get off of here, if you don't believe me, I don't know how you would look it up. Fake shot or fake vaccine, Pelosi's fake vaccine shot or something. But I saw what I saw. The woman never took that shot. They never injected her. They made it look like it. Well, they shouldn't have been able to zoom in on it because when you zoom right in, you can see the needle never went in her arm. They put something over her arm, like a tape, a hard. I know what it is, but I can't think of it. It prevents punctures. You can't get the needle in there. So just in case a tip didn't work that they had on it that you can see, this tape that they put would definitely prevent this needle from going in her arm. She never took that shot. Same with that healthcare worker. Thank you, Jerry Tony. If you'd go to Jerry Tony and watch it, it's just type in Jerry Tony, the latest one, and you'll see it. He'll show the videos. Or if you don't like him, get it offline somewhere else. But if the government's not taking this, folks, what's their reason? They know what's in this shot. That's why. This is what they want to do. They want to dumb you down, most all Americans, which will take the fight out of you so they can do whatever they want. And you, oh, okay. Oh, you want my guns? Hold on. Oh, shoot. I got 5 more. Hold on. Yeah, I'll give you my freaking gun, but I'll give it to you barrel first. Nobody's taking mine. Nah. No. All right. Well, I just wanted to let you know we're in times that it's only God could. Well, he has. He's warned us. He's already warned us. Rules of 3, but not for me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not taking it, ever touching it. Hey, listen, Devin, you got to get on there and see if you can find it. Go to Jerry, Jerr. Is it Y or IE? I think it's Y. Tony, TON, EY. Why? I'm just so pumped up. I'm tired too. I've been up since 4 o'clock. But you got to check it out. Watch this fake show that she puts on, and then I can't even believe they would put this on TV or on anywhere that can be seen, because and that healthcare worker, that was a joke. I mean, the healthcare worker, he puts the needle and he goes like this. He never even pushes the plunger down, and you can see inside the needle where the plunger is. You can always see that black line. It's so tight, against the where they hold the fluid in. And it never pushed down. It never went down like that. Never went down. She never took it either. Why they're doing this fake stuff to make you think, well, they're all doing it. I guess I'll do it. Look, if you see a line of people jumping off a cliff, are you going to say, because if they're doing it, I'll do it? That's stupid, because you're doing the same thing they're doing. You're going to die. I'm not taking it. You want to do it, you can do it. They can get away with anything with 95% of them. There you go. There you go. Devin hit it right on the head. Absolutely. When the media is behind everything, they can get away with anything. And the media, but I'll tell you something, Jesus Christ, I know I'm going to put it this way because it's what he said. He's on his way. He's going to take care of all these false preachers first. Then he's going to take care of all these people. You watch, you wait and see. All the liars, you watch. He's coming to get us out of this. You watch. It's what God said himself. So we'll see. We're going to see what happens. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I saw that. God bless the veterans. I had to get on there fast. I couldn't tell you. And I heard some other stuff, but I haven't. I'll find out in a minute. But check it out. Go find it somewhere. And then that healthcare worker that did it. But it's easier. Just go to Jerry Tony. Jerry Tony. He's on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. Watch what he's got. You blow your freaking mind. And make sure you tell him thank you. All right. All right. Take care. The old man. We're going to get out of here. If I see anything else, I will definitely get on. I showed you my little Christmas wreath, right? See it? Oh, Christmas wreath. Oh, Christmas wreath. Bring me a bunch of presents for me. I want some presents. You know what I want? I want a drone. But, geez, you see how much they are? Well, see, there's nothing for me to do here. So I've seen these drones. I said, wow, man, would they be fun? I know how old I am. I'm a freaking kid. So what? But I want one without the smartphone, because I can't do that. I want the one that comes with a monitor and fly that thing way, I don't want the one that just goes from here across the street. I want it to go up, hold in the air and hover and land by itself where it took off, so I won't screw it up. So then we started looking at the prices. And I went, wow. Yeah, so I guess we ain't going to do that. But I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. We did get stuff for Christmas dinner, though. That's pretty cool. Start off with a small quadcopter and then work your way up. Well, I know, but I don't know. We got to find the means first. We got too many things we got to do. I got to get a car. I got the money for that. I will not touch it for anything else, but I think we're at the low end for used cars, because that's all we can save. That's it. So we got money for it. If anyone has a car out there. I don't want to mention prices here, but I don't know how I'd get in touch with you. But I don't know. God take care of it. We don't have to worry about it. All right. Well, I'll get back on there a little bit. And Devin, small quad. Let me write that down before I get. Well, I know you'll still be there anyways, but I'm going to write that because I want to see what that is. No, not to sound like a moron, but I've never heard of that. I've always wanted to see. There's a place on Bailey Island, Maine, folks. If you ever get on Google Earth, go up to Maine, find Portland, Maine, which is right on the coast. A quarter of the way up, you'll see Portland, Maine. And not much further, you'll see Brunswick, Maine. Now, if you follow out back to the coast from Brunswick, Maine, you'll see a place called Bailey Island, Lands End Gift Shop or whatever. Well, right off that point of Lands End Gift Shop, it's probably 150 feet, 200 feet of ocean water. And then there's an island. Yeah, I mean, it's close to civilization. But it's big enough. It's got its own woods. It's got a beautiful home on it. So some millionaire, some movie star lives there. I've always wanted to see it. Well, this guy took a drone. I was floored. If I had to guess, that would have been, I would say at least 2,000 feet maybe away. Maybe further, 2,500 feet. He was able to go all high too, probably 300 feet. But he was able to zoom down. I got to see the whole thing. He went all the way out to the end of the island, which is at least 2,500, 300 feet away, which I didn't know they could go that far. He turned it around and came back, and I was able to see that whole thing. He's got a massive generator in the building that runs that whole house. And you can see the two huge propane tanks outside of his house that are hooked up to the generators. So when he comes, he flips a switch, turns the generator on, and since it's in that house, probably all insulated, that building, it's probably a 12 by 12 building with a generator in it. And I bet it's so insulated that you can't hear it. And she or he, whatever, enjoys their whole time in that house with power just like we do here, and they never even would hear that generator. But what I'm saying is, if it wasn't for that drone, I would have never been able to see it because it's private property. You're not allowed to go on the island. So you got to adhere to the people's wishes. But I finally got to see it. Now, I'm surprised you didn't sneak out there when you were a kid. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, believe me, I thought about it. Have you ever been there? Bailey Island, Devin? Have you? Oh, my God, folks, it's gorgeous. You can catch the massive striper. Oh, you can't even see let's see. Great big stripers. That's bass. And, oh, man, I miss Maine so much. I'm down here in Florida with the alligators. And I would never step foot in the water. They got a thing down here. Well, you got to go to Maine. Never. Oh, my God. You've never been to Maine? You grew up in California? I love California. I mean, it's, a lot far ahead than the East Coast. Devin, if I had the money, I'm dead serious. Are you married, Devin, if you don't mind me asking? It don't matter. Girlfriend, whatever you are. I'd give you the money just so you go up there for 2 weeks, because I'll tell you what. Oh, my God, it's beautiful. The ocean, the rocks all around the ocean, it's just freaking mind-blowing. And if you go at you're only 19? Well, still you can go. Go when you're 20. Go when 21, you can drink. No, I shouldn't have said that. I don't drink. I'm a Christian. I shouldn't have said that. I get carried away. But you ought to take it. You ought to go up there. You'll never forget it. Go to Bailey Island. Don't go to Booth Bay Harbor or Bar Harbor. They're too busy. Yeah, going up there to Bar Harbor there. We're going to have some of them lobsters, me and Devin. He says he gets the guts to go. I'll pick him up. We'll shoot up to Maine, have us a lobster dinner there. And maybe one of those, they got or what do they call those things there? They got a bunch of people. It's a bean supper. You get together and you pay $5, I think, something like that, and you eat all different types of beans and casseroles and rolls, stuff like that. You don't have stuff like that down here. We're educated up there in Maine there, so that's what we do. You imagine people talking like that? I used to talk like that all the time. That's why when I went on radio, my program director, Pat McDonald, says, buddy, well, you ever get to go on here? It was the number one country station. He says, you got to lose that accent. Oh, man. But, I wanted it so bad it was easy. And, man, I'll tell you, folks, that was a fun job. That was a fun job. I like it when a microphone's stuck in my face. Hey, listen, I could be a big ham. I get an audience in front of me. You should have seen me over at Disney World. I had a blast. And, Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. That was fun. The only thing it took me a while to get used to is sometimes I'd have to go to the theater itself. And that's 800 and some odd people in like a stadium seating looking right at you. And there's certain things you got to do and timing just right. And that's a little different, but it was. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Imagination Institute. Now, since this is a top secret facility, we ask that you please refrain from all types of photography, and this includes videotaping. Parents, we'd like to remind you, please be advised that some scenes today may be just a little bit too loud for younger children, so we please ask you to use parental discretion. I don't think I should go any further because I may get in trouble by Disney, but that was at Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. I still could go on. I remember it. I miss it. I like to be a big ham. You know what I like? I like to make people laugh. And the biggest thing I want to do is build the kingdom of God. All right, people, take care. I'll get back on later. If you guys want anything to do with me, I'll probably lose all my listeners now. Yesterday, I was up to 197 or 198. Then I kept losing, and then I gained, and then I lost. It's like, I don't get it. On Facebook, I get 125,000, 40,000, and it's like up here on YouTube, I don't get squat. And I don't know. Any public figure will receive. Yeah, that's all. I'm not taking it. Nope. Yeah, whatever. Not me. Well, listen, Devin, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. All right, take care, everybody. I'm sorry I bored the living out of here, but this is the old Mina. We're going to get out of here. Hey, God bless you, too. And, Devin, I'll probably be on later. I've heard something about a court in Pennsylvania or the Supreme Court. No, I can't prove this. I probably shouldn't even say it. I was told if you haven't heard it yourself, can prove it, don't do it. But I heard that without the proper signatures, you can't count the votes now in Pennsylvania. That was thrown out. So that's a huge win for Trump. If that is real, I don't know. I have tried to look for it before I came here and told you about Pelosi. I hadn't seen it yet. Maybe somebody's messing with me. I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me because you can't have a freaking ballot if you can't prove the signatures. Look at Wisconsin for crying. Or is it Minnesota? One of them. Their law is so doggone strict. If you don't request a ballot, you don't get one. And if they can't prove that you requested a ballot, it won't count. There's thousands. That alone will give either Wisconsin or Minnesota the victory to Trump because there's thousands of ballots that never were requested by anybody. They're all voted for Biden. Well, any moron knows they got to be thrown out. Trump wins. That's why they're taking that sweet time. Trump's going to win anyways. We all know that. All right. God bless you, Devin. Take care. If you get one of them, if you get one of them drunk, send them over here to the old Mena, and we'll all have a lot of fun. Hey, listen, the other thing we need to do is build a radio station. I love to play music for people, too. That'd be fun. You should link. Well, I go on Facebook anyways. Hey, Devin, check it out on Facebook. Gee, some of them, I'll get 10, 20, 30, 40,000 people. It's kind of calmed down lately, down to 20,000. But, geez, at one time, I was talking about Trump. I think it was 2 days. I looked at it and it was 125,000. Up here, I look at it. I got one that's 300, but most of them are 30, 40. It's like, I don't know what's the difference up here and Facebook, but boy, YouTube, it's hard to get anybody and you lose people like crazy up here. You watch, I've been acting like a fool for a half hour. People say, geez, get rid of this guy. But it's okay. Once I get big and famous, you wait. I'll take care of everybody. That's what I've always wanted to do. Have a lot of money and just give it and help others. That means more to me than anything. But that probably never happened. All right, take care of the old man. We'll be back on a little later. See you later, Devin. Take care. And oh man, my eyeglasses are bad. Fernando, is it? Have a great day, everyone. All right, take care. We will